Hey everyone, I'm Peter the Tender, a Microsoft technical trainer here at Microsoft. I've been helping customers and partners all over the globe using in-person and virtual workshops on the Azure platform. And for the last 18 months, I'm having a big focus on AI solutions and Microsoft 365 Copilot. Welcome to the MS-4007 Microsoft 365 Copilot User Enablement Specialist course. In this course, you'll gain the knowledge and skills to drive adoption of Microsoft 365 with a focus on Microsoft 365 Copilot. You'll explore effective strategies and methodologies, including Microsoft 365 Adoption Framework, which ensures a successful technological transformation within your organization. At Microsoft, we want you to make the most of your investment in Microsoft 365, and planning is key to achieving this. This course consists of one learning path and 5 modules. Over the different modules, you learn how to plan, create, implement a robust adoption plan for your Microsoft 365 Copilot. You'll learn how to measure and evaluate the progress of the technology's adoption. You'll discover the necessary steps to lead a transformative adoption process that will ensure successful, widespread user engagement. Depending on where your organization is in the adoption journey, you can go through this course module by module or focus on the specific modules that provide you most value. The end goal is truly empowering your organization to maximize the value of Microsoft 365 Copilot. I would say let's get started. As Microsoft 365 Copilot and other generative AI or artificial intelligence services emerge, we need to adjust our adoption approach and focus on how this affects people. You're delivering more than a collection of products. You're literally enabling a fundamentally different way of working. This technological change that you're making is all about the people that you support. And the successful adoption of any technology represents a change in human behavior. In this module, exploring user enablement strategies for adopting Microsoft 365 Copilot, you're going to learn how to put people at the heart of adopting generative AI, like Microsoft 365 Copilot, through the people-first strategy. Together, we'll explore the importance of user enablement and our approach to becoming an AI-powered organization. You'll gain an overview of the Microsoft 365 Copilot User Enablement Framework. In the last part of this module, you'll learn how Bayer, a global leader in life sciences, has really benefited from adopting Microsoft 365 Copilot to empower its employees and foster innovation. User enablement, often referred to as adoption, is the strategic process of empowering users to effectively use technology by providing them with the necessary training, resources, and support. Now more than ever, user enablement is a critical aspect of ensuring the successful adoption of Microsoft 365 Copilot. It really revolutionizes business value, employee engagement, creativity, and it enhances user productivity and skills within organizations. It's designed to support and amplify the capabilities of employees across a variety of tasks and processes, potentially transforming how work is done within your organization. Now, to get the most from these transformational AI capabilities, an investment must be made in the human side of change. User enablement is essential when introducing Microsoft 365 Copilot, because it's helping employees using the new AI technology effectively. This is important for bringing out the best in your workforce, which now includes a variety of people working from anywhere at any time. By teaching your users how to utilize these tools, organizations can make the most of the investment in Microsoft 365 Copilot, which means enhancing collaboration, productivity, and creativity across the globe. Essentially, when employees understand how to use these AI features, they can contribute more meaningfully to the organization's success and innovation. Previous Microsoft research has shown that some key factors make an adoption plan more likely to succeed, such as having a clear vision and getting active support from executives and peers. We should keep in mind that user enablement is a process. It's not a one-time event, and we need to focus on the right work at the right time. The journey to becoming AI-powered with Microsoft 365 Copilot involves cultivating the right leadership, managing human transformation carefully through robust enablement programs, and building the necessary technical skills within the workforce. These steps, grounded in responsible AI principles, are aimed at seamlessly integrating AI into your business environment, enhancing productivity, decision-making, and innovation. The three-part approach to becoming an AI-powered within Microsoft 365 Copilot starts first with leadership and sponsorship, because these are critical for aligning AI investments to business priorities and defining high-value scenarios. Developing leadership capabilities to really leverage AI for business outcomes, including foundational learning, business strategy, AI council creation, and providing clarity and prioritization. By the way, a best practice here would be to create an AI council from representatives across the organization to help guide and measure adoption. Make sure it doesn't get flagged as just an IT project, but it's rather a business project. Second is human change. Human change requires a dedicated workstream, user enablement program, communications and community, skilling and training, as well as authentically getting and acting on feedback. Manage that human transformation using robust user enablement programs, investing in your employee experience, improving the culture, and authentically integrating feedback and taking follow-up actions. I would really emphasize that last part as another best practice, not just collecting feedback, but authentically taking follow-up actions to optimize adoption, but also optimizing the quality of that adoption. And then third, technical readiness, which includes things like understanding how to secure your data infrastructure, thinking about risk management, and obviously technical skilling. Key here is building the level of technical skill to deliver on business results. This is possible by providing access to training experts, managing and mitigating risks in the rollout and adoption of your new technology, as well as working towards improving service management processes. So with that, let me share another best practice, mapping this third item. Consider creating an AI Center of Excellence with skilled resources, allowing them to act as a shared service and drive knowledge transfer throughout your organization. Later on, we will call these the adoption champions. While innovations like the rise of generative AI services are transformative, the focus should be on people and adopting a people-first strategy. The impact of these products on you and your organization depends not just on the product itself, but on how well the business users can incorporate these capabilities into their everyday work. Business users must have a personal realization, what we would describe as the aha moment, using those capabilities, discovering the value and seeing them as a worthwhile investment of time and getting attention. Our role as technology and adoption leaders is to design that realization using intention, compassion, and skill. To successfully navigate this and prepare for the future evolution of your experiences, we really have to embrace people-first strategy and several key principles within that framework, such as creating a people community, recognizing leaders and people who drive adoption, and also having understanding of the emotional state of your workforce. Introducing tools such as Microsoft 365 Copilot will have dramatic impact into your business users' daily processes, and some of these will completely change. Now, people overall don't like change, so expect some pushback, while at the same time seeing the opposite, where part of your users will definitely be eager to start using the new technology. Bring those groups together and let them each share their experiences. While this one here might look like a complex slide, the goal in the end is showing this table, outlining an example map of a standard business user journey during key moments, in this case for what we would call the information worker role. Note the key elements here on the slide, starting from a question, providing the underlying feelings, what is that go-to or what we call the micro action, and what is the desired outcome. This new user experience method has been specifically designed for Microsoft 365 Copilot adoption or any experience that relies heavily on hands-on, customizable experiences by the user. It really complements the established best practices within Microsoft 365 adoption framework. Now, the first question of the business user might not always be directly spoken or expressed openly, resulting in feelings of curiosity and concern. Our goal in the first discussion with that business leader is to alleviate these concerns and replacing them with understanding. You may have different micro actions within your organization, but the overall methodology is designed to address the underlying feelings, which in turn will impact the behavior of the user communities, stakeholders, and obviously yourself as well. Eventually, we should always keep in mind that every time you interact with your users, you're not only helping them learning a new skill, but also building trust between yourselves, between the users, and obviously between users and the new technology experience. As a user experience professional or adoption manager, trust is to be valued above all corporate standardized messaging. You must genuinely put your users' trust first if you want to support them on this journey and make up for the technology failures in the past. That's really how we will get the most from AI and all it offers as a beautiful solution into your organization. At Microsoft, we understand that adopting new technology involves change. And change, honestly, can be daunting, even for the most innovative, cutting-edge organizations. That's why we created the Microsoft 365 Copilot User Enablement Framework. From our research and real-world experience, we created this easy-to-follow framework, guiding you and your teams step by step through the rollout of Microsoft 365 Copilot and driving continuous impact across your total organization. The insights we share come from our shared learnings from the implementation of other emerging technologies, our most successful customers, and user enablement experts from around the world. The Microsoft 365 Copilot implementation process is steered by leadership. For a successful launch, it's essential to establish sponsors, creating scenarios and security measures already at the beginning. The implementation progresses through two pivotal work streams. On one end, you got user enablement, and next you got technical readiness, which proceed in parallel, and they support each other during that rollout. Within the user enablement workstream, the Microsoft 365 Copilot User Enablement Framework is getting introduced as well. Now, looking at this Microsoft 365 Copilot User Enablement Framework, it's structured into 4 phases: the getting ready, onboarding and engage, deliver impact, and extend and optimize, where each of these phases contains specific key actions. Throughout this course, we will delve into several of these actions, sharing our best practices and giving you the necessary tools to build and implement a robust adoption plan. So with that, let's dive into one customer success story from Bayer, a global organization where the adoption of Microsoft 365 Copilot significantly enhanced employee productivity, collaboration, and creativity. So let me share a few words about Bayer as the organization. Bayer is a global enterprise deeply rooted in the life sciences field, with a history spanning over 150 years. Their purpose, Science for a Better Life, reflects their commitment to leveraging scientific advancements to improve everyday living. Bayer's products and services are designed to benefit people and improve their quality of life. They operate in several key areas. For example, crop science. This department focuses on supporting farmers through innovative agricultural solutions aiming to enhance crop yield and sustainability. Another department is pharmaceuticals. Bayer is involved in the development and manufacturing of products aimed at diagnosing, preventing, and treating diseases, contributing significantly to medical science. And then we also have consumer health. This department produces a range of consumer healthcare products aimed at improving the overall health and well-being of consumers. Now next, let's talk a bit about the organizational challenges they expressed. In short, Bayer faced challenges in managing and utilizing extensive research data, specifically in its crop science division. They dealt with difficulties in navigating unstructured data sources, such as slide decks and reports, which contain decades of research. This made it hard for teams to identify relevant information, locating existing models, and understanding ongoing research due to overwhelming volumes of data. Additionally, the tedious task of sifting through detailed reports and data for specific information was super time-consuming, specifically for researchers and other employees in the company. So this is really where the implementation of Microsoft 365 Copilot at Bayer has led to significant results. One example here was increased productivity. Copilot summarizes emails and attachments, aids in the drafting of messages, and improves the management of emails, messages, and documents. It speeds up data searches, helping employees finding important information. Additionally, Copilot prevents duplicate efforts in research, which dramatically speed up product development and getting the product to farmers quicker. Another example was enhanced collaboration. Using Copilot, it makes it easier to find who is actually working on what out of global research projects, fostering better teamwork. It facilitates easy connection and idea sharing across colleagues. Another example we heard about is boosted creativity. By using Copilot, it helped them generating ideas and suggestions for initial drafts, enhancing creative processes, and facilitating smoother project execution. And then the last one I want to emphasize here is improved research management. Again, thanks to using Copilot, it has bridged communication gaps between data scientists and lab researchers in the Bayer crop science division. It has speed up data sourcing and made information access a lot easier. Bayer created their internal model store, a Copilot plugin in Teams for natural language searching and interfacing with scientific data within Bayer's knowledge repository using Power Apps in Teams. So with that, we're at the end of this module, where you learned the significance of adopting a people-first approach when integrating AI, such as obviously Microsoft 365 Copilot, within your organization. Really highlighting the importance of human connections, building communities of practice, and understanding users' emotional journeys. You learned that user enablement is pivotal in maximizing the benefits of introducing Microsoft 365 Copilot. You explored a three-part strategy for integrating AI within your organization, focusing on developing leadership, managing human transformation, and building technical skills. You navigated through the Microsoft 365 Copilot user enablement framework, covering the different phases: getting ready, onboarding and engaging, delivering impact, and extending and optimize. Lastly, we saw how Bayer, one of our customers, uses Copilot to enhance research results, showing its effectiveness not only for Bayer, but also for basically any organization that's facing productivity and data-intensive challenges. Although we're at the end of this module, know that this course has multiple modules. So with that, I would like to invite you to join me onto the next module in this course.